Good morning and sliding into afternoon. Nana here, also known as Judy Allen in San Antonio, Texas. And we are here with the paper pumpkin and showing you an alternative to this month's kit. It's actually April's kit, but we don't do the new kit until the last Sunday of the month. So this Sunday, Zoe and Nana will be live here in San Antonio with a new paper pumpkin kit. All right, so let's go down the hands and let's see what we've got going with these alternatives, all right? Because we've got things going. So what we've done here is these are some of the things we've already made. This was a stand-up card, right? That we made as an alternative. Here's another one we've made. And this was just what was in the kit. This was in the kit with the instructions. This was the one you just saw. And this was a kit in the instructions. And we made this pop-up. And I don't know if I did this live or not. I don't remember. Notepad. But I have to tell you, this was very popular. I had people wanting this. I accidentally dripped water on here, right? So it's like, OMG. But still real pretty. And this was the pop-up card we made, right? So I made the pop-up card first and got so inspired to go and make this notepad holder with butterflies, right? It's just good. We actually I gave these away at the open house. These here made notepads for people. So, or if they wanted something else, I made it for them, right? So it was their option. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how to make a pull out note card. And just to let you know also, this is what we're doing right now. The best there is will be this Sunday, and then this is for June. Life is sweet. So if you want to join in, have your own kit, and this is also some dies that you can get as well. Once you get, you just need to subscribe today, right? And so if there's any of these that can be reordered, you can reorder them. All right, so the thing I'm going to start out with is here is a leftover envelope where I cut off the pretty butterflies. If you don't remember, I have an envelope right here to show you. I cut off these pretty gold foiled butterflies off the envelopes and used them on some things I just showed you, and this is what's left over. So we're going to take this leftover piece. This is why I tell you don't get rid of stuff, right? We're going to make this into a pull-out card. So the first thing I'm going to do is, yes, I took one of the card bases, and we're just going to take it and put it over this just like this here. Now, I have to be sure not to get any adhesive back there, so I'm going to use a tape runner here. And we're going to just do the sides here, okay, and the bottom. All right, so because see, I have enough space right here, and that's okay. I just don't want to get that top part. Now, what I can do is I'm just going to come right across right here, and I'll have adhesive right there for it, okay? So, I'm trying to pay attention to what I'm doing today as I'm talking so I don't mess up as I seal it over, okay? So when I put this on, the important thing is I want this to be able to open, all right? Because that's where our note card's going to go. And if I need to adhere this down a little bit more, I can just use a little glue or something, okay? We're not going to sweat it. All right, so the next piece of this is actually heat embossed. It's not in the kit, but we use the butterfly. We were at the open house last week. I was trying to think which butterfly I used because I didn't have the new butterfly kit. It's this one right here. So I used Versamark, and I used gold powder, and I heat embossed this on, and then I just colored it in. One of the tips to this is the beauty of it is when you color these in, I actually used these right here, the Stampin' Blends. The gold doesn't allow this to spread into the other section, so it isolates the color, which allows you to really get this look like this. So I'm going to actually sort of put this on here, so I really needed to cut those off just a little bit. Well, I'll just wait till I'm done. I don't have to do it right this moment. Okay, so one of the things I want to do is I want to flick this with color. And let's try this out. So if you never know what you want to do, I always suggest turning it over like this first and do it on the back side. And I'm looking at my white piece of paper over here. I really want some, I don't want to get it on the glass, right? If I flick all over the glass, I'm going to have ink all over the place. Or I shouldn't say ink, but watercolor, right? From the pen. So let's do it this way. So this is a new technique that we saw somebody do the other day. Now I'm going to try Lost Lagoon because this is the color right here is Lost Lagoon, okay? So the deal is you're supposed to take this And you're supposed to do this right here. And you're supposed to be able to just hit, let's see. Feel like I'm tapping for something. It's supposed to be able to flick color. And I can honestly say I do not see any flicking of color. Maybe I need to do it the other way. I'm not seeing a thing. Let me try another one. So somebody the other day showed how this was just so easy to do. So I'm not sure if your marker has to be like super juicy. I see it now, but not hardly. Okay, so that's not really going to work for us, all right? Because I need a little bit more color than that. So let's do this like here. And we're just going to take the inside lid. And you'll see, you can already see the splattering. I couldn't see that by using the foam folder, so I don't know how hard I have to hit it. So you can see this is what the color's like. And I think that'll be okay. I don't think it'll take away from this. So let's do that. So I'm just trying to give it a little extra color so it doesn't look so plain. And it's not going to mess up what I already did. If anything, it'll flick some color on it, but it's not going to stick to the gold because this is sort of like metallic, right? So when I go into this, you see we're just added enough color. So it just doesn't look so plain just there by itself, all right? So that's what I was looking for right there. And I'll have to practice with that other so I can see if I can do it just like they were doing. I just don't see it right. Hello, Debbie. So that works doing it this way here. So all I'm going to do here is we're going to add some butterflies and all. And I'm just going to go ahead and get it and at least adhere this down in the center. And I can gently peel it back up if I want to. Move it around. And I'm not going to stamp anything yet because I have to tell you, I have to go find my stamp. We used it during open house and I don't see anything. Now, we could use With Love. With Love might work. I don't know. I'm missing my stamp though, my other stamp. So with this one here, we're going to actually just trim this down a little bit and we're just going to use our scissors. It's not going to be rocket science. We're just going to sit up there and snip it from corner to corner like that. And we can put a sentiment here. Now, since I don't have my sentiment I want to use right now, I'm just going to map this out sort of, see what size we want it. Now we're going to add some of these little butterflies. And I saved this one here. I sort of like to bend them in the middle so it looks like they're going to fly, right? So I'm going to at least put that down with a glue dot because I can pull it back up if I need to. And that's the beauty of it, right? It's like if I use a glue dot, it's not like I can gently pull it back off if I don't like stick it down there and mash it in, all that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to put it here because we know I'm going to have to stamp it, right? And I'm just going to sort of get my outline here, and I already put a little bit of tape there to hold that down. So those are just things you can do. If you haven't decided where you want to anchor things yet, then that's just what you can do, right? So let's add a couple more butterflies because I just want to give some color here, right? No, don't know about where you're at, but here we do have butterflies out and about, and they're just pretty. And I'm just going to leave it at that. See, I've got 5 butterflies if I count the gold one in the center. So I'll put all my extra ones aside, and I'm just going to put them all on with a glue dot. And these will stick, right? So I want these to stick. But the thing is, I just want the 3D effect of their wings, right? So that whoever sends this card to, they have choices, right? They can leave it out where the butterflies are up. Personally, I might even put this on a easel stand or something. Just because of all the butterflies, right? It just makes my day to see butterflies. And actually, hummingbirds, anything, right? Out of the ordinary. I'm not saying I don't mind seeing other things. I'm just saying those are some of the things I enjoy, right? So we'll just put that, and we'll have our sentiment right here, and we can add bling, okay? So what I'm going to do then, because we already have those on here, I'm going to take this off for the second. I'm just going to come and trim this. And you know what? The easiest way to do is just flip it over. And the thing is, if you don't really want it there, and you want it further bend, then that's fine. We can do that too, right? It's your choice. It's your note card. But see, we've got our envelope, because it's right here. Everything's going to be right here. And I just sort of trimmed off the edges there. You just have to visually, in your mind, know that this is going to be a sentiment right here. Okay? Now, let me put it right here, and I'm going to do our note card. So, because this is so pretty, I wanted to give it a little extra, so I did actually use the Radiant Stitch dies. just to give me an outer edge right here and all. This is 4 by 5 1/4. Hey, good morning, Hoover. I love this kit too, man. I'm telling you, those people that aren't getting paper pumpkin, they're gonna miss out, right? I love butterflies. So this is the radiant stitch, and I just wanted something pretty and different to go with this here. Okay. So in order to make this a note card, first of all, we're gonna have to adhere this all together. But I brought some ribbon, and we don't need much ribbon. I just need a little ribbon to be able to make a pull tag, so we can pull it out, so that they'll know that something is in the envelope they need to pull out. So this is just basic beige. You don't need a whole lot, right? So I am going to use a glue dot. Glue dots are my friend today. They usually are anyway, but today especially, because I need to hold all this stuff down, and the glue dot is attached to me. Cool. All right. Okay, so I really wanted to do that way. So I'm going to actually just sort of glue them together here at the moment, just like this, so it doesn't drive me crazy. And then I'm going to put a glue dot on the outside of each here. And you're going to see, I'm just going to put it right here. You can put it as high as low. The main thing is you just want the person you're going to send this to be able to see it, right? Because that is how they're going to know that this is here and that they need to do something besides look at how pretty the outside of the envelope is, right? I got a glue dot stuck to me. Okay. Well, all right. I guess that glue dot just doesn't want to go. That's fine. All right. So now we're just going to add a little bit of glue here. We're going to have to add glue or something, right? I could add adhesive, but I'm just going to add the glue. I'm just going to put it all around here, especially around the edges, right? Because we want these two to stick together. So on this particular note card, and the reason why I like doing these kind of note cards is you can write on both sides, right? You're not limited to just one side of the note card. So we're just going to put this right here. Now you could use anything, right? I use Radiant Stitches dies because I had that handy and I like the look with what I got going on. But you know, you could do it anyway. You could have just done it just plain, because this is nothing. This is a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of paper. All right, two of them actually attached together. So now then, all we're going to do with this is this is going to slide right in here. So we just use the leftover envelope, right? All right, and there's our tab, so they know to pull it out. And then we're going to have this right here with our sentiment. And that is how easy that is to make the note card holder. Let's make it down for you. All right? So we just added some butterflies. This one I heat embossed. These butterflies were in the kit. I just flicked some color right here with the cap of the pen. I couldn't get it to do with the bone folder. It's supposed to work with the bone folder, but I don't know if I have to hit it harder or what. And we just had to find and put a sentiment here that's going to work for our card here. And there you go. There's your note card. Just that simple, right? So there's no reason why you can't go out there, create, share, and give. Let's see if I can get us back up here. There we go. There's no reason why you can't go out there, create, share, and give, right? Because we used a leftover envelope that we'd already cut the flap off and used another card, right? And then we just took two pieces of 4 by 5 1/4 and made them into a front and back note card by adding just a little ribbon that would make it a nice pull out. And we decorated the back side of the envelope, so nobody knows it's an envelope unless they watch the video or unless you told them. So with that, I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, be sure to leave a comment. Also follow us here on Facebook, and if share it as well. And also be sure to follow us on YouTube, where we post our videos, and on Instagram, where we post our pictures. All right, be blessed, have an amazing week, and don't forget to join us on Sunday at 4 for Zoe and Nana Live with a new paper pumpkin kit for the month of May. All right, be blessed. Look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Bye.